In most scenarios, it would be plausible. Not in this one. The ladder wasn't on the pool. It's the only way in or out for her or for me.
So why let Jose Baez and your defense team make that argument again and again?
My mom was the first one that floated the theory that she could have drowned in the pool, and he went with what my mom said. He had to explain something. Can't just tell the jury she doesn't know.
So what was your thought on why she was wet?
Something I still can't piece together. I wasn't the only one home. I'm not outright accusing him of murder, but it wasn't an accident in the pool.
Mark, what do you got?
Yeah, just one thing. Well, a couple of things on this. There's a lot of stress mouth around this, a lot of tightness, milling around the mouth. That's never a good sign. But the main thing for me here is you know, what's your theory as to why the child is wet? She says, well, you know, there's something I can't quite piece together. There's something I can't quite piece together. My question on that would be, well, look, what's your best guess? What's your best guess? Like, have a go. Have a go. And that isn't approached in this particular documentary that I can see, because I think just something of that kind of questioning alone of like, what's your best guess around this? I know it's fuzzy. I totally get that. I totally get, but what would you chance has happened might start to undo this situation somewhat. So I'm not happy that simple and easy investigative questions are not asked in this when they could easily be asked. Greg, what do you got on this one?
Yeah, so let's just make this really simple. Mark, if I ask you what happened to your wallet and you suddenly say your aunt from New Jersey stole it, there's a big leap of logic right there. That's about this big a leap of logic to me. I don't see the rational process that causes you to think. And I think that's why the lip compression is going on. There's a lot of trying to figure out, what do I say, what don't I say? Because it's a big stretch to go from my daughter is soaking wet to my father put her in the pool because he had done something to her. I mean, children are really industrious. Let's assume for a minute this really happened. Just for a minute, let's assume this really happened. And the child ended up in the pool and the father found her. Look, children are really industrious people. They're people. And they're really industrious at getting into things they shouldn't. That's why there's so many accidents. And a pool is the biggest hazard for children. So immediately jump to, I think my dad did this and then put her in the pool. And then she has even a more ridiculous logic for why she didn't call 911, because she thought that they wouldn't do an autopsy because it was a drowning. Come on, look, if this were the case, wouldn't you say, what do you think happened? Well, maybe she crawled up on the little playhouse we're talking about and it was next to the pool and fell in. That might be logical, but this is just an outright swing. Now, maybe if you've been abused enough, then that's your first go-to place. But I'm with you. I would have asked 50 questions when she said, I think my dad did this and put her in the pool. Just doesn't make sense. Scott, what do you got?
All right. I think the lit person here may be taking his disagreement and disagree. And when you see that person, quite often it means the person doesn't agree with what they've seen, what they're hearing. They don't believe or they don't agree with what's happening or what's being said at that point. I think it's just mouth grooming and adapting, and the rest is just cut and paste fake. Mark, what do you got?
I'm in. Chase.
Yep.
This whole being wet theory is a way that she can just cast doubt on her father, I think. Think about somebody who's suspected of foul play would speak about this. There's no way she'd get in the pool on her own. Or maybe she did X, Y, and Z. They'll have some kind of theory. It's been a while. And when something like this happens, most people will think about it. At least you could, maybe if you spend 5 minutes, you could come up with a theory. And she could say all kinds of things. Instead, you're hearing couch language that just vaguely points mysteriously in the direction of a conclusion that she wants you to reach, instead of showing you what would be obvious and who she thinks did it. When she says, I still can't piece it together, after all this time, the interviewer is only asking for an opinion or a theory. She wants to be vague and inject ambiguity here into the scenario instead of saying what could have happened. And I think this is just a hallmark of guilty suspects all around the world in all cultures, is this desire to invoke ambiguity and uncertainty. That's all I got.
Sorry, man. This dog's going to pee if I don't get her outside. Hattie, come here a minute. It's just the mailman. Come here.
In most scenarios, it would be plausible. Not in this one. The ladder wasn't on the pool. It's the only way in or out for her or for me.
So why let Jose Baez and your defense team make that argument again and again?
My mom was the first one that floated the theory that she could have drowned in the pool, and he went with what my mom said. He had to explain something. Can't just tell the jury she doesn't know.
So what was your thought on why she was wet?
Something I still can't piece together. I wasn't the only one home. I'm not outright accusing him of murder, but it wasn't an accident in the pool.
If you like this video, get the full body language breakdown and analysis on our main channel by clicking this video right here.